This is it, your last real assignment of 2020 7th grade. All right, guys, so I started talking about this after the Zoom last week, and this is the last kind of category of angiosperms. And angiosperm sounds like a super boring word, but it's really just the fancy word for flowering plants. So any plant that has a flower is called an angiosperm. And as we watched in the video that I had on Play Pause It last week, most of the flowering plants, like 98% of them, fit into these two categories, monocots, and the other side is dicots. So that means one cotyledon or two cotyledon. So your job right now is to figure out what the differences are, and the video kind of explained some of them, but you're going to go on and find some images of the two types of plants, so monocot and dicot. So the first one's done for you. We're going to investigate the corn plant and the dandelion, which is a dicot. So fibrous roots, you're going to go on the internet and you're going to find the image that's the opposite of this. So fibrous roots are when it has these little kind of tentacles that go all over the place. A taproot, which I just threw into Google, is when you have kind of one big, thick one that's much easier to pull out. Interesting, a carrot would be a taproot, right? The root is the carrot, and that's what you consume. So if you look at the dandelion right here, you see the taproot. I'm just gonna copy the image, bring it over, and I'm going to paste it in. And now you can see that the fibrous roots is there. I don't want it there. I'm gonna crop the photo. Bingo. Now I just have my taproot. Cool. Go down and do the next part, scattered vascular tissue. That sounds complicated. I'm gonna type it in, scattered vascular tissue in monocot. Find an image. And actually, how cool is this? So here it has both the images that I'm going to need. The monocot system, it's showing you just kind of how scattered that xylem and phloem is, whereas over in dicot stems, it's much more uniform. And so again, I'll copy and paste, put in the right category. I'm going to do the same thing for leaves. So monocots have leaves that have parallel veins, which is pretty cool. And then dicots have branching veins. So you're going to see what that looks like. Flowers, so how many petals they have. And then we've got the seed, like what the actual seed looks like with one cotyledon versus two. So here's the last bit that you need to do. Now that you know the traits for each type of plant, go out in your yard and find an example of each. So take a picture of each one and insert it below. And then, so you're going to insert it right here. And then right here, you're going to tell me why you think that plant is a monocot and then why you think that plant is a dicot. And then your very last thing that you need to do is look very closely at these pictures. If you need to zoom in to see them better, go for it. But you're going to say if it's a monocot or a dicot for these 4 examples. And then that's it. Okay. So turn this in, make sure it's not late. This is it, guys. Finish line is in sight, and I will see you tomorrow for Zoom.